Gee, it's such a soft ghazal. तो अच्छा, I mean, this actually, I mean, he is singing the ghazal as it should be sung. For example, you see that, you know, once he's finished the first couplet, he doesn't repeat that couplet often. It's only the lagi जिसको कहते हैं गजल सिंगिंग में कि वो सिर्फ लगी को लेके फिर आगे जाते हैं, मख्ते तक आते हैं वगैरह. So
In fact, ये जो आप कह रहे हैं, he was very conscious of it because
can understand
later
that.
in the next generation when ghazal style changed,
जी.
तो उनको ये बहुत शिकायत थी कि जो essence of the poetry है वो खो जाती है उसमें.
जी.
आप उसको
हाँ.
repeat करते रहिए और अपना classical intonation
right,
देते रहिए,
right.
तो उसमें emotion भी खत्म हो जाता है.
हाँ.
और जो
वो आप अपनी
एहसास
करतबबाजी
है,
कर रहे हैं as a musician, you
जो
know.
एहसास है पोइट्री का वो खत्म हो जाता है.
सही है.
तो ही ऑलवेज केप्ट utmost इन हिज माइंड के जो जिस इमोशन को मद्देनजर रखते हुए वो गजल पोइट ने लिखी है, जो शायर ने लिखी है, यू शुड नॉट लूज दैट इमोशन. You justify that emotion through your voice.
And did he have a regular riyaz of sorts? Would he?
Absolutely, morning riyaz. In fact, when he
Really?
started acting,
हाँ.
we're good to. I'll play a next video, which is a capsule, which also talks about his acting.
Okay.
When he started acting, it started conflicting with his schedule. क्योंकि आप सुबह उठ के मॉर्निंग रियाज करिए और जब
जी.
फिल्म शूट होती है वो रात को होती है.
Oh.
So his day would be so stretched. तो इसलिए कुछ साल बाद he acted in about 15 films.
अच्छा.
और बहुत अच्छा किया कमर्शियली. सुरैया के साथ उनका एक सिल्वर जुबली हिट थी, वारिस जो फिल्म थी,
जी, जी.
जो ट्रेन
Of
में
course.
गाना है,
हाँ, हाँ.
राही मतवाले. And then he had a few films with Shama, with Nutan, Sone Ki Chidiya, of course,
जी,
he
जी.
had with Nutan. But then he decided कि उनका जो in his mind, the brief in the reason of his being is singing. और
अच्छा.
उनकी पूरी जिंदगी की तैयारी गायकी के लिए थी.
हाँ, हाँ.
फिर उन्होंने एक्टिंग छोड़ दी उसको.
I heard that Shammi Kapoor
Also
had
he got I mean, I don't know, did he get a bit insecure? Because in his initial years, Shammi Kapoor ji had not found his calling of being the Yahoo actor.
right.
So he told Bombay Nana कि आप और he said आप इतने खूबसूरत नौजवान, इतने हैंडसम लग रहे हैं स्क्रीन पे, कुछ काम हमारे लिए भी छोड़ दीजिए. आप हमारे लिए गाने गाइए, मगर एक्टिंग आप क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Shall we? Yeah.
Yeah, we could play video 2. This is just a tiny capsule on his career landmarks, and you can see him acting on screen as well with Nutan.
कहता है दिल तुम हो मेरे लिए जी मेरे लिए. कहता है दिल तुम हो मेरे लिए. दिल है दिल बहारों से मिल, सितारों से आंखें मिला. ये समा, ये रंगीन समा, ये मौसम भी है प्यार का.
यही है मेरे तेरे ख्वाबों की दुनिया.
यही है मेरे तेरे ख्वाबों की दुनिया. दिल है दिल बहारों से मिल, सितारों से आंखें मिला. ये समा, ये रंगीन समा, ये मौसम भी है प्यार का. समा है ये प्यार का, नए इकरार का. न हो कोई जहां, बना ले वही आशियां.
ये नई नई प्रीत है.
जलते हैं जिसके लिए तेरी आंखों के दिए. ढूंढ लाया हूँ वही गीत में तेरे लिए. जलते हैं जिसके लिए.
कसूर बल्लू बाबू का है और सजा मुझे दे रहे हो.
कसूर
That's him acting on screen.
मुझे नहीं मालूम था कि दुनिया मेरी हंसी उड़ाएगी. और तुम खड़ी देखोगी।
लेकिन लेकिन मैं कर ही क्या सकती हूँ?
बहुत कुछ कर सकती हो। तुम चाहो तो पिक्चर रुका सकती हो। प्यार पर बस तो नहीं है मेरा, लेकिन फिर तू बता दे कि तुझे प्यार करूं या न करूं। प्यार पर बस तो नहीं है मेरा, लेकिन फिर भी तू बता दे कि तुझे प्यार करूं या न करूं। प्यार पर बस तो नहीं है। इतना न मुझसे तू प्यार बढ़ा कि मैं एक बादल आवारा, कैसे किसी का सहारा बनूं कि मैं खुद बेघर बेचारा। मस्ती भरी हवा चली, हंसने लगी कली कली, तुमसे मुझे मिला दिया। मस्ती भरी हवा चली, हंसने लगी कली कली, तुमसे मुझे मिला दिया। এই রিম ঝিম ঝিম বর্ষা,
This is his Bengali song.
হাওয়া হিম 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 বর্ষা, তুমি এলে আজ মনে সহসা, পথ চলিতে যে তাই ভরসা। मैं दिल हूँ एक अरमान भरा, तू आके मुझे पहचान जरा। मैं दिल हूँ एक अरमान भरा, एक सागर हूँ ठहरा ठहरा, एक सागर हूँ ठहरा ठहरा, तू आके मुझे पहचान जरा। मैं दिल हूँ एक अरमान भरा।
So this Sunil Dutt song, it's of a great curiosity value to me because I have spent about 10 years of my career working in telephone technology. So all songs to do with telephone, and this is a very weird song because it's a love song, which is actually between two lovers on a telephone, right? So this technology, usually romantic songs ऐसे होते हैं कि वो जैसे चांद है, चांदनी है, and you know, away from urban and technology, etc. But this was actually, you know, on Nutan and Sunil Dutt, Bimal Roy's movie, and very lovingly done. You know,
Yes.
so how did this come about? What?
So it became an iconic song of his career because it also got him his first Filmfare Award nomination. But it was not just a difficult song to sing, but a difficult time for S.D. Burman Saab to find the right singer. And what I've heard, the story goes is that because Bimal Roy had already explained to him कि ये phone पे गाया जाएगा गाना, so he wanted to find the voice which sounds soft over the phone as well. तो उनके softness का test जो phone पे था, that was the deciding factor कि how does one sound caressing and soft over the phone. और the emotions जो आपने बताया behind the song, कि ये फिल्म सुजाता का है ना, 1959 का सुजाता, and it was, I say, difficult to get the emotion right was because you know Sunil Dutt's character is celebrating the love. That we found the love of our life and let's celebrate. Whereas Nutan, who belongs to a different caste, is so acutely aware that this cannot work in the real world. And she's crying and she's sobbing that I found this love and I can't keep it. So one एक अफसोस कर रहा था और एक celebrate कर रहा था. So he had to display both emotions. And if you listen to the song, we'll just listen to the song as well, because how can you not listen to Jalte Hain? Just
Let's do that. Shall
so
we, and then we'll
no,
come back
the
to that?
task. Wait, just a second.
Yeah, yeah.
The task was that the pitch rises, the scale of the song keeps
Acha.
rising,
Oh.
because the scale of the song had to match with
The emotions.
the flooding of her tears.
Oh.
Okay, first she's stopping it, controlling it, and then the floodgates open.
जी, जी.
So the tempo of the song increases, the pitch increases. So धीरे धीरे pitch increase करना, धीरे धीरे emotions को express करना till it reaches that zenith. Or Sujata was one of our first films of the Hindi film industry, which was screened at the Cannes Film Festival. So when this was being screened at the auditorium at Cannes, I mean, which mostly, I mean, of course, predominantly must have had a European audience. But the song left people in tears.
Oh.
You could hear the audience sniffing after the song. So I
Wow.
think that was the power of his voice,
Right.
that he just displayed that emotion.
Yes. For even people who didn't understand the
Yes,
words.
Yes. So let's listen
yeah.
to Jalte Hain jiske liye.
जलते हैं जिसके लिए तेरी आंखों के दिए ढूंढ लाया हूँ वही गीत मैं तेरे लिए जलते हैं जिसके लिए जलते हैं जिसके लिए तेरी आंखों के दिए ढूंढ लाया हूँ वही गीत मैं तेरे लिए जलते हैं जिसके लिए दर्द बन के जो मेरे दिल में रहा ढल न सका जादू बन के तेरी आंखों में रुका चल न सका दर्द बन के जो मेरे दिल में रहा ढल न सका जादू बन के तेरी आंखों में रुका चल न सका आज लाया हूँ वही गीत मैं तेरे लिए जलते हैं जिसके लिए
So you notice how the tempo is increasing.
दिल में रख लेना इसे हाथों से ये छूटे न कहीं गीत नाजुक है मेरा शीशे से भी टूटे न कहीं दिल में रख लेना इसे हाथों से ये छूटे न कहीं गीत नाजुक है मेरा शीशे से भी टूटे न कहीं गुनगुनाऊंगा यही गीत मैं तेरे लिए जलते हैं जिसके लिए जब तलक ना ये तेरे रस के भरे होठों से मिले यूं ही आवारा फिरेगा ये तेरी जुल्फों के तले जब तलक ना ये तेरे रस के भरे होठों से मिले यूं ही आवारा फिरेगा ये तेरी जुल्फों के तले गाए जाऊंगा यही गीत मैं तेरे लिए हैं जिसके लिए, तेरी आंखों के दिए ढूंढ लाया हूँ वही गीत मैं तेरे लिए, जलते हैं जिसके लिए।
So, this song, जैसे आप बता रही थी कि it propelled him forward, but there's a lot of ghazal also in this song, right? There's a large element of ghazal in this song.
I think the golden era songs had a very strong element of ghazals.
Yeah, because I think that
and more
was-
so also with Talat Mahmood.
हाँ, वो
Yeah.
वर्षा भी वही था कि वहीं
जी।
से उसी जमीन से
जी।
ये गीत निकल के आए थे। अच्छा, उन्होंने तेलुगु में भी गीत गाए, right? And lot of South Indian languages as well.
Lots,
especially,
yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel that he was a multilinguist because he used to perfect the art of different languages so effortlessly. It took a lot of rehearsals, but he's actually sung songs in 16 different languages. And
Wow.
कई लोगों को मतलब ऑब्वियसली पता नहीं है कि ज़्यादातर बंगाली सॉन्ग्स पता है तपन कुमार। मुझे आज तक लोग मिलके ये कहते हैं कि तलत महमूद तो बंगाली थे।
अच्छा।
He was a Bengali boy,
Of course.
born and
हाँ।
brought up in Calcutta, and I would say नहीं भाई, he was born and brought up, उनकी सारी जिंदगी की तैयारी उर्दू शायरी और गजल गायकी में है। So he had to work very hard to perfect his Bengali.
But could he speak Bengali after
Yes, of course, because then also Nani, Bombay Nani was a Bengali. He got his love
जी।
marriage was to a
अच्छा,
Bengali artist.
अच्छा।
So then he very much became part of Bengal after marriage. But when he started his career, he had to learn Bengali from scratch.
And,
तो ऐसे ही उन्होंने
yeah.
तेलुगु
नहीं, हाँ,
ऐसे ही
तेलुगु में।
तेलुगु में गाया, गुजराती में, सिंधी में, असमीज में, मलयालम। In the 1970s there's a song Kudele, and that's one of the top hits of the 70s.
Oh.
तेलुगु में हमारी नाइटिंगेल ऑफ साउथ इंडिया जो कहलाती हैं पी सुशीला
जी, सुशीला
जी,
उनके साथ
तो
जो-
उनके साथ आई स्पोक टू हर while
अच्छा।
writing the book,
जी, जी।
and she's also mashallah in her 90s.
जी जी
Or she was so happy to reconnect. I reconnected with that generation who were still around while
जी,
writing
जी,
the book,
जी,
and
जी।
I feel so fortunate. तो उन्होंने बोला that she had her apprehension के तलत कैसे गाएगा तेलुगु, because it's उसका लहजा अलग है, and it's one of the toughest languages.
जी जी
Malayalam and Telugu are one of the toughest languages to pronounce and get the diction right. But she saw him rehearsing, and he rehearsed till he perfected it. And they have a few duets of the 1960s.
So, but this
Yeah.
is amazing. We are talking about an artist whose career peaked in 1950s and 60s, which is almost half a century away and more probably, right? And you still are able to find resource people for these people who have worked with them.
I
and,
know,
they
I
say,
mean,
for example, his tour operator and
Yes, thanks to their long life.
Yes.
Yes. And he also had a very long career. I mean, उनका फिल्मी recording career late 1970s तक खत्म हो गया.
जी।
और मगर उनका गजल career चलता रहा.
जी,
In fact,
जी।
in the 1980s he had a ghazal album which was launched by his friend Dilip Kumar, and it was called the comeback album of Talat, which
Oh.
then topped the charts. And then through the 90s he continued with his world tours. I mean, his touring career was active right till the end. I mean, he passed away in 1998, मगर उनका जो आखिरी उन्होंने world tour किया था was in 1993.
I see.
तो
So,
बहुत देर तक
हाँ,
वो
बहुत देर तक वो
he
was-
continued being active. Yeah.
And did any of his children pick up music? His son, I know,
हाँ, Khalid Mamu ने he started ghazals, but he started
जी।
with a different style. He called it pop ghazal.
अच्छा
So he cut a few albums in pop ghazal, which was very different, which was pop with
I
heavy
mean,
orchestra.
it would be foolish to try to emulate
Yes,
his father, so he
true,
had to do
which,
something
which
different.
no one could
right?
do
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, of
so
course, yeah.
right.
And so you have, I'll just try, coming back to the book itself. You have talked about the book itself, and there was also a show which, for example, uh, Mangala ji and our friends here also participated in it. So could you tell me a little about this?
So this
Road show
show
which you did?
is the tribute concert that I mentioned
Ji,
at the
ji.
start, and this is where the seed of the book lies.
Mm-hmm.
It is the tribute concert then that led to the book as well. So I called it Jashn-e Talat
Ji.
because it's a jashan, it's a celebration of Talat Mahmood. So I called it Jashn-e Talat, and it started as an idea in my head on a very personal note.
Mhm.
I was driving to my news studio for my shows, and my son was. I was a new mom, so my son was about 2 years old at that time, and he had fever, and I didn't want to leave him. I felt miserable, and I dropped him at mom's, and I put on the radio, and drove to office. Or the minute I put on the radio, one of his songs was coming.
Acha.
And that song was so soft and so beautiful, and his voice was comforting me. It was Shame gham ki qasam, aaj ghamgi hai hum, bhi ja, aaj mere sanam. So I felt that his voice is comforting me, and I'm feeling so wretched leaving my son with fever. And I just felt so grateful, and I thought that I must do something to give back in gratitude.
Ji.
So that's how I started Jashn-e Talat, and the concert was in celebration of every aspect of his career, his acting career, his music, ghazal. So we had college singers who were shortlisted to perform, and then share stage with established singers.
Okay.
So we had Talat Aziz Saab, Radhika Chopra ji, Sudeep Banerjee, Tausif Akhtar Saab, all coming on stage singing only Talat Mahmood. Then we had dancers, jo aapne Mangala Bhatt ji, Raghav Raj Bhatt ji ka zikr kiya, Shobna Narayan ji.
Ji.
A lot of Kathak dancers came and agreed to dance their classical Kathak
Ji.
on his original soundtrack. And then there were live portrait artists painting his portrait live on stage while the performances were
जी,
going
जी,
on.
जी.
So उस वक्त थोड़ी और डिटेल में मैंने उनके करियर की रिसर्च शुरू की.
जी.
And of course that later led to the book because there was so much more. और हैदराबाद चैप्टर जो था जश्न तलत का,
जी.
पहले हमने दिल्ली में किया, फिर बॉम्बे में किया, फिर लखनऊ, and then we came to Hyderabad as well. Hyderabad chapter was one of the most well received. उसके लिए मुझे अभी तक messages आते हैं कि आप फिर से लेके आइए उसे.
तो लेके आना चाहिए आपको.
जी बिल्कुल, इंशाल्लाह we should.
No reason why you shouldn't be getting that.
और उसके लिए हमारे यहाँ दोस्त बैठे हुए हैं, खलीकुर रहमान साहब
तो
और राघव भट्ट
जी,
जी और मंगला जी. They were instrumental in supporting this
जी, जी.
because it's a token of love. It's a piece of my
जी, जी,
heart.
जी.
One wasn't really selling tickets and making money out
जी,
of
जी,
it.
जी.
One could only do it if support came in
जी.
from the artists and from partners. So yes, that was Jashn-e Talat, and a part of Jashn-e Talat I would say continued after the book as well. क्योंकि जब किताब release हुई और it was, mashallah, I'm very fortunate, very well received. It has won 2 awards already within 1 year, and it has got adapted as well into
जी.
music shows and dance shows.
जी.
And a theatre show. I mean, there was a music show that was done at the Nita Mukesh Ambani Center.
अच्छा.
And usme there were readings from my book and music performance. Similarly, there were readings from my book with dance performance on his songs. और हमारी जो theatre director हैं Sohaila Kapoor, she's a thespian, theatre thespian, and she's Shekhar Kapoor's sister. उन्होंने जब किताब पढ़ी, she couldn't hold herself. She said मुझे बहुत ज़रूरी है to adapt this into a play.
अच्छा.
So she adapted it into a theatre play. और उसके भी 3 shows हो चुके हैं.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's all
Yeah, it's
crossing,
all right,
converging
crossing,
in that sense, and it's just the best celebration of his centenary.
Fantastic.
2024 का मेरा जो plan था, intention था कि मैं इनकी biography लिखूं, मेरा intention वहीं तक था. उसका success, उसका adaptation, वो मेरे हाथ में नहीं था.
Right, and that
But
actually,
yes,
yeah,
that
took a life
completely
of
lifted
its own,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Shall we take a couple of questions now to,
अगर सवाल नहीं है तो और एक गाना प्ले कर दो. आहा रिमझिम के ये प्यारे प्यारे गीत लिए।
We'll play the songs that we have. So actually, let's play
फिर वही शाम।
Fir Wahi Sham for you. Okay.
फिर वही शाम, वही गम, वही तन्हाई है। दिल को समझाने तेरी याद चली आई है। फिर वही शाम, वही गम, वही तन्हाई है। दिल को समझाने तेरी याद चली आई है।
इसमें बांसुरी
वही शाम। फिर तसव्वुर तेरे पहलू में बिठा जाएगा। फिर तसव्वुर तेरे पहलू में बिठा जाएगा। फिर गया वक्त घड़ी भर को पलट आएगा। दिल बहल जाएगा, आखिर को तो सौदाई है। फिर वही शाम, वही गम, वही तन्हाई है। दिल को समझाने तेरी याद चली आई है। फिर वही शाम। तुझसे मुलाकात कभी हो के न हो। जाने अब तुझसे मुलाकात कभी हो के न हो। जो अधूरी रही वो बात कभी हो के न हो। मेरी मंजिल तेरी मंजिल से बिछड़ आई है। फिर वही शाम, वही गम, वही तन्हाई है। दिल को समझाने तेरी याद चली आई है। फिर वही शाम।
Beautiful.
So there's a story behind this.
Lot of stories.
Okay.
First, एक तो मुझी से बहुत ज़्यादा जुड़ी हुई है because when I was writing the book, इस गज़ल में एक स्टैंजा है, जाने अब तुझसे मुलाकात कभी हो के ना हो. So these words were haunting me because when I was writing the book, I wanted to meet him, I wanted to talk to him, but मेरी मंजिल तेरी मंजिल से बिछड़ाई. I couldn't speak to him. So this ghazal used to keep coming back to me and really haunting me for 2 years when I was writing the book. But there are many fascinating stories behind this song. एक तो मैंने आपसे बोला कि इसकी बांसुरी सुनिए because बांसुरी पंडित हरिप्रसाद चौरसिया जी ने इसमें बजाई. Yes, and this was his first film recording. तो पंडित जी का जो फिल्मी करियर जो शुरू हुआ वो इस गाने से शुरू हुआ. और जब मेरी पंडित जी से बात हुई वो बहुत खुश थे और बहुत ही एक्साइटमेंट से उन्होंने इजहार किया कि वो तलत साहब तो मेरे दिल के इतने करीब थे. और तलत नाना ने उनको AIR कटक में सुना था पहली बार.
अच्छा.
Because he had gone to record the theme song. AIR Katak was launching as a station.
जी.
And Talat Nana had gone to record the theme song for it. तो उसमें पंडित जी was a young musician in that team, and he
जी.
played the बांसुरी. तो जब मदन मोहन जी ये गाना orchestration setup कर रहे थे, तो बम्बई नाना ने mention किया कि हरी को बुलाओ बांसुरी के लिए. So that became his first film recording.
Oh.
And then this started with Pandit ji's filmy career. And as far as Madan Mohan ji is concerned, he has given Bombay Nana some of the best filmy ghazals of his career. And इसमें ये 1964 की फिल्म है. This was actually Bombay Nana's last big hit. उसके बाद his filmy career started tapering down because in the 70s the Beatles came, the Elvis came, and all of that influenced filmy music, and orchestra became very loud, and that didn't suit him. So Madan Mohan ji composed 4 songs for this film with Talat's voice in mind, and the producer of the film wanted another voice. And Madan Mohan ji said that I will record in Talat's voice, I will pay for my own orchestra, pay for my own studio, and if you still don't agree to have Talat in the soundtrack, I will leave the film. I won't do it. So, I mean, and anyone else would have thought that let's just take another singer. And that has happened as well. Because you record in one singer's voice, you probably release the song in another singer's voice. That had started happening. And it was easy to let go, but it was Madan Mohan ji's conviction and faith and loyalty to Talat, so to say, कि वो जिद पे अड़ गए कि ये गाने तो तलत के ही हैं, ये किसी और आवाज में नहीं हो सकते. So I think thank God for stubborn artists as well, because we wouldn't have a gem like this if artists don't put their foot down and get cowed down by whatever commercial demands.
Of course. And another question? Did somebody? Yeah, Amir, and then there's somebody else in the back as well.
One can always talk about and argue as to what his best song was. For me, it is Lo Khatm Kahani Ho Gayi. I mean, just encapsulates everything that he sang. But everybody will have their. Did he have his own favorite? Anything that he would hum in his last few days?
Well, he had a lot of his own favorites, but एक उनका जो favorite था, जब वो अपने concert tours में जाते थे, वो उसी गाने से शुरुआत करते थे, which was है सबसे मधुर वो गीत जिन्हें हम दर्द के सुर में गाते हैं. So he used to start a lot of his concerts with this song. और उनके टूर्स में क्योंकि उनकी प्राइवेट गजल्स, नॉन फिल्म गजल्स उतनी ही डिमांड में रिक्वेस्ट में आती थी, सो इट यूज्ड टू बी अ टास्क फॉर हिम टू बैलेंस. सो व्हाइल डूइंग माय रिसर्च आई हर्ड अ लॉट ऑफ हिज कॉन्सर्ट रिकॉर्डिंग्स एंड आई रियलाइज्ड दैट टू बैलेंस दैट ही वुड ऑल्टरनेट इट. तो एक गाना फिल्मी गाते थे, फिर दूसरा गाना अपना जैसे तस्वीर नॉन फिल्मी गजल गाते थे. सो ही वुड ऑल्टरनेट बिटवीन फिल्मी गाना एंड गजल. So that everyone's satisfied,
Yeah. There was another question.
सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इस किताब के लिए. बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा. अभी एक सवाल से पहले जो बात चल रही थी 2 गानों की, तो तब मुझे याद आया कि एक गाना बहुत हमारे घर में प्ले होता था, और वो था भाभी फिल्म का चल उड़ जा रे पंछी, तलत साहब की आवाज़ में जो है, जो बाद में फिल्म में आया रफ़ी साहब का, लेकिन वो गाना हमारे पास है. तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा मेरे चाचा मरहूम जो है, जो वन ऑफ दी ओल्डेस्ट म्यूज़िक स्टोर था हैदराबाद का, संगीत सागर, उसके बानी थे. तो बहुत सा रेयर कलेक्शन था जिसमें ये गाना बहुत प्ले होता था. दूसरा, बीच में जब हम कन्वर्सेशन कर रहे थे आप लोग, तब फैज़ साहब का जिक्र हुआ था. मैं बहुत बड़ा शैदाई हूँ फैज़ साहब का. तो वो दोनों जहाँ तेरी वो जो चीज़ थी, वो मतलब आज भी जो है ना, बस रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं जब उनकी आवाज़ में सुनते हैं. कई उस्तादों ने गाया है, लेकिन तलत साहब ने जो इस चीज़ को गाया था, दोनों जहाँ तेरी मोहब्बत में हार के वो जा रहा है कोई, वो इट वॉज लाइक क्रेजी. तो वंस अगेन थैंक यू सो मच फॉर द बुक मैम.
Thank you so much. You can have a copy of your book.
Sure,
It's
I will have it for sure
available.
because I have a huge collection. I'll have this one too in my books.
जिस तरीके से वो फैज़ अहमद की जो गज़ल दोनों जिस तरीके से वो दोनों बोलते थे, बहुत मुश्किल है, बहुत ही मोड़ तोड़ के साथ.
There's another question here. Yeah.
Yeah, madam, good evening. Actually, I'm a music teacher. I put a lot of things on the paper. So, while doing the research work, had you came across anything which are put on the paper, which are going to be a unique signature for today's generation for the music composers or the playback singers that you want to share?
Put on paper in what sense? I'm sorry, I don't understand.
For the compositions of the lyrics, of the poetry,
Oh,
of the
okay.
literature kind.
But I don't write music.
And one more thing, what I see is that he's an instrumental player too, working with an harmonium and then working with an violin. So you didn't say anything related to the instrument.
The picture that you saw with the violin was a film promo. He was playing the role of a musician and a violinist for one of his films, Dile Nadan. So that's a film studio shoot. He didn't play the violin, but yes, he played the harmonium as a lot of singers do. Yes.
Did Mehboob Saab have a connection with Hyderabad? Did he
Well,
come here? Did he
used to,
perform
yes,
here?
he used to come here, and in fact, that is mentioned while I spoke to Talat Aziz Sahab. And जब तलत अजीज साहब 4 साल के थे, तब उर्दू घर
जी.
उर्दू घर में आए थे बम्बई
शायद।
नाना परफॉर्म करने.
तो उर्दू हॉल आए होंगे.
उर्दू हॉल.
उर्दू हॉल, हाँ, sure साहब.
So वो आई थिंक तलत अजीज साहब की फैमिली से दैट इट इज कनेक्टेड.
Urdu hall,
Right.
Urdu hall, right.
So Bombay Nana had come to perform at Urdu Hall,
Ji.
and that is Talat Aziz Saab's strongest memory. That he was
Acha.
4 years old and he was sitting in his
Sitting,
mother's lap in
okay.
the front row, and his voice and his singing stayed with him.
Oh.
So that of course indicates that he came to Hyderabad often.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, he was touring all the time, so of course he would
Yeah,
come here.
गुड इवनिंग सॉरी मैं ज़रा लेट आया हूँ पर आई वाज विद द बुक लॉन्च ऑफ ईला अरुण's book
Yes,
today.
she has hers today
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
And she had this anecdote, of course, which is so famous about कि किस तरह पुराने ज़माने में ख़त ही लिखे जाते थे अगर कोई रोमांस कर रहा हो या कुछ बात हो तो वो फ़ोन के ऊपर जो ज़रूर आपने जिक्र किया होगा उसका फ़ोन
जी,
का
जी,
जो गाना है
बिल्कुल।
जलते हैं जिसके
जी।
लिए तेरी आंखों के लिए तो वो it made it very special that and you know like there was so much romanticism in that not just that कि it was on phone being sung but the voice of Talat which made it so special कि it could be a fantasy for so many I'm sure to do that and बहुत लोगों ने ऐसा करा भी होगा ज़रूर मैं समझता हूँ जी
Thank you.
Thank you
We'll
for
take
sharing
just
your
one more
thoughts.
last question. There was a question here. Yeah. Thank you.
I want to talk about Talat Mahmood and his wife. I remember reading somewhere, not from your book, it was a rebellious marriage. Yes, and she was an artist in her own right or something like that? No. Was she an
Artist, was
artist
she
in
a-
her own
Yes,
right?
yes. It was a studio romance.
Studio romance.
Yes,
yeah, I do
she was
remember
a young
reading
actor,
that.
and जैसे हमारे production houses आजकल हैं, you know the top production houses like you have Yashraj Films or you have Karan Johar's Dharma Films. तो कैलकाटा में उस टाइम जो हिंदुस्तान का टॉप मोस्ट प्रोडक्शन हाउस था न्यू थिएटर्स एंड न्यू थिएटर्स में यू हैड आर्टिस्ट लाइक KL Saigal, Kannan Devi all signed up and a young Talat was signed up as well for that and so it is they never worked together but they met at the studio at New Theatres and then they started seeing each other and then they got married. Very much rebellious, of course.
My question is about in your research, did you get any insight into, I know that she stopped acting after that and she devoted her time to family and Talat Mahmood. So any insight into what she went through, what was the rebellious marriage was like, anything that you can throw light on? Because we're talking about 50s when they got married, right?
Yes.
So in those days, to have a relationship like that, and I think she was a Hindu and he was a Muslim, right?
Well, she was a Christian.
She was a Christian, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, she was a very
I'm just wondering
dedicated
if you could throw light
wife.
onto all of that.
Well, there's a lot of it on the book.
Then I will get to it.
Yeah, and but she was a very devoted wife. बहुत ही हमारी प्यारी बम्बई नाना थी. I grew up loving whatever she cooked for me. Delicious. She was a great cook, and very happy being at home and handling the family and setting up home. She gave it up as a choice, but I think she it was an easy choice for her. She wasn't as much as a dedicated artist as she was in setting up her home. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks so much.
So I think we'll conclude now because it's 10 o'clock and we have a hard stop around here. But thank you so much, Seher.
Not
and
at all.
was
Thank
such
you
a-
for your support. It was a dream to bring the book to Hyderabad.
Yes, of course.
And I was wanting for many months, and they with my conversations with Homera,
Yeah.
and to match it with your anniversary,
Yes.
Lamakan and 15. So
Thank you
this
so
is
much
truly
for coming-
special. Thank
coming
you
here,
so
and,
much.
we hope you keep
And
coming back with more and more.
thank you.
We have a
Thank you.
small token for you here.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
the Lamakan's
Wonderful.
chai and glasses set. And thank you everybody for staying this late tonight. Yes, आप में से जिन्होंने किताबें ली हैं साइन करवा सकते हैं शहर से आप इस वक्त. And tomorrow's sessions, you know that we have 2 sessions on tomorrow. Oh yeah, Aradhna Karhade's Indian classical music performance is morning 11 a.m. and it's in the morning because you'll get to hear morning rags which you usually don't hear. And then in the evening we have got two shows. The book launch is first, right? So we have a book launch. It's a very interesting book because Fall of Hyderabad means different things to different people and different constituencies. So they've brought all those different writings of what, for example, Arya Samaji's thought of it, what MIM thought, the erstwhile, Majlis-e-Ittihad al-Muslimin thought, what the leftists thought, all in one book. So you can get different perspectives of that book of Fall of Hyderabad in one, which is followed by a discussion between Victor, who made all these movies like Dhoom on one hand, but Jassi Jaisi Koi Nahi, a lot of us grew up on that, etc. So Victor will be here to have a conversation. So thank you so much. Once more, Seher is here. You can talk to her and you can also take some signatures on your book. Salam.